Hello everyone, Miss Justine here with the Lindenhurst Memorial Library. Welcome to Balloon Rockets. Today we are going to be learning how to make balloon rockets. So what you guys got in your kits today should be three things, three simple little things. You should have a square piece of paper. It's either hot pink or hot blue, a little balloon, and a straw. What you're going to need to do the crafts is you're going to need a pair of scissors, some tape. It could be scotch tape, duct tape, washi tape, whatever tape you want to use, and a pencil, sharpened pencil. So the first thing we are going to do today is you're going to take your straw and you're going to pull it up like that, and then you're going to cut just below the accordion-esque part of the straw. I actually don't know the proper name for it. So you're going to cut it off. Mine went flying. So you're going to cut it off. You're going to set the little piece to the side. You're not going to need it. So the next thing is you're going to take off, you're going to take your balloon and you're going to cut off the tip. Okay? And that you could set to the side because you're not going to need it. Then you're going to take your balloon and you are going to put it inside your straw. And I'm going to set that aside. Then you're going to take your tape and you're going to take off a very hefty piece. Do bigger, you could do smaller, because this is what you're going to do to wrap your balloon around the straw, and then you're going to tape it shut. You want to make sure you tape it shut because you want to make sure no holes or air, rather say, escapes, because then this is not going to work. So you want to make sure it's tight, almost like when you put on a band-aid, tight but not too tight. Okay, see, mine's not that tight, so I don't know if this one's going to work. You can always do a little test run. So you're going to test run, you're going to put your mouth on the straw and blow into it, and if your balloon blows up, you did a good job. So let's try. See, I didn't do a good job. So then I would have to take off the tape and do it again, okay? So it's very important. I already have a craft already finished, so I'm not going to redo this. But if your balloon is not blowing up, you need to take off the tape and retie it around tighter because you don't want no air to escape, okay? So our next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our square piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to fold it in half again. Okay, so now you have a small square. Okay, so you folded it in half twice. So now you have a tiny square. And this is where the pencil comes in. And you don't need, you might not want to do this, but some people need to do this. You're going to take it and you're going to draw a line, not so much diagonally to cut it almost into a triangle, a little bit over, and I'm going to show you. Like that. Let's see. So I don't know if you could see, I'm going to go a little bit closer to the camera. You see how I didn't cut it directly in half? One side is a little bit bigger. And if you don't want to cut it, excuse me, if you don't want to trace that, you can always just eyeball it with your scissors and do it. So I'm going to cut my line. And I'm going to keep the bigger half of my square. Okay, so now you're stuck with almost kind of looks like a bow. You open it up once, and you're going to cut that in half. Okay, and now you're going to open it up again, like that, and you're going to cut that in half again on the folded line. Okay, cut that. Same thing with the other side. You're going to open it up in half, and I'm going to cut it on the folded line, just like that. Okay, so you should have 4 pieces. Okay, you're only going to need 3, but you should have 4. So this is the trickiest part of all. You're going to take your straw and you're going to put the piece of paper on it. And I'm going to show you to make sure this is very important because this is my first mistake when I made my first example. You make sure you leave enough room for your mouth, okay? So you're going to put it on the other end of the straw, but make sure you leave room for your mouth to be on the straw, okay? So here is one piece. I'm going to take a very, 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 very small piece of tape and I'm just going to overlay it on the top and connect it to the straw. And I'm gonna wrap it around, so I'll show you guys. So see, I literally just put a piece of tape to connect the piece of paper, and I wrapped it around for the straw. If you want, you could do the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little piece, overlap it, see? Almost looks like a shark fin, okay? So I basically put the piece of tape to connect the paper to the straw, okay? And I'm gonna do that 2 more times, okay? So now I'm gonna go to the other side of my straw, see? It can look like that. That almost looks like a triangle, right? Line them up. I'm gonna take my piece of tape and I'm gonna connect them together, like so. See, I put the piece of tape right across. So I connect both of them. Okay, and I'm gonna cut another piece of tape. I'm gonna do my third one. And the third one you're gonna stick in the middle on between the two. Any side will do, it's okay, whichever one you want. Okay, and then I'm gonna add one piece of tape. This is the tricky part. I'm kind of going a little fast, so if you guys remember to take your time. Okay. Oh, that was too big of a piece. Little pieces. Take another piece. There we go, and I'm going to connect it. See? And there we go. You got your 3. Almost looks like an archery arrow. Okay. So this is what your balloon rocket should look like. Now I know it's not going to work because I tried it. Remember, my tape wasn't tight enough. So you got to make sure your tape is tight enough. So I'm going to show you my final product that I worked on earlier today. So this is my balloon rocket. Okay. And I'm going to do a test run with it. So let's see if I blow into it because we left room for my mouth. Ready? See how that works? There you go. So that's very important why your tape needs to be tight. And if you, I don't know if you could see, I did put some stickers on it. So at home, if you want, you can decorate it with some stickers. You can keep it plain, however you want. And let's take this baby for a test ride. So I'm going to show you how it works. So you're going to blow into it on this end, and then you're going to take it off your mouth, and you're going to put your finger on it really quickly, okay, to hold that balloon, okay? Let's see. See? All right, I'm going to let this baby go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Woo! We have liftoff. And that, my friends, is balloon rockets. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of making the craft tutorial. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye.